foolish and wicked.
Wish!
I wish my son was alive again.
The talesman fell to the floor and regarded it fearfully. Then he sank, trembling, into a chair as the old woman, with burning eyes, walked to the window and raised the blind. He sat until he was chilled with the cold, glancing occasionally at the figure of the old woman peering through the window. The candle, which had burned below the rim of the china candlestick, was throwing pulsating shadows on the ceiling and walls, until with a flicker larger than the rest, it expired. The old man, with an unspeakable sense of relief at the failure of the talesman, crept back to his bed, and at a minute or two afterward the old woman came silently and apathetically beside him. Neither spoke, but lay silently, listening to the ticking of the clock. A stair creaked, and a squeaky mouse scurried noisily through the wall. The darkness was oppressive, and after lying for some time, screwing up his courage, he took the box of matches and striking one, went downstairs for a candle. At the foot of the stairs, the match went out, and he paused to strike another, and at the same moment, a knock so quiet and stealthily as to be scarcely audible sounded on the front door. The matches fell from his hand, and he spilled in the passage. He stood motionless, his breath suspended until the knock was repeated. Then he turned and fled swiftly back to his room, and closed the door behind him. A third knock sounded through the house.
It's Herbert! It's Herbert!
She ran to the door, but her husband was before her, and catching her by the arm, held her tightly.
What are you going to do?
It's my boy! It's Herbert! Let go! I must open the door!
Don't let him in.
You're afraid of your own son! Let me go!
There was another knock, and another. The old woman, with a sudden wrench, broke free and ran from the room.
The
Preston
ball!
followed to the landing and called after her appealingly as she hurried downstairs. He heard the chain rattle and the bottom bolt drawn slowly and stiffly from the socket. Then the old woman's voice, strained and panting.
The bolt! Come down! I can't reach it!
But her husband was on his hands and knees, groping wildly on the floor in search of the paw. If he could only find it before the thing outside got in. A perfect pulsate of knocks reverberated through the house, and then again he heard the scraping of a chair as his wife put it down in the passage against the door. He heard the creaking of a bolt as it came slowly back, and at the same moment he found the monkey paw and frantically breathed his third and final wish. The knock echoes of it were still in the house. He heard the chair drawn back and the door opened. A cold wind rushed up the staircase, and a long, low wail of disappointment and misery from his wife gave him courage to run down to her side, and then to the gate beyond.